Good morning, fellow gig workers and side hustle legendary people you are. Mad Dasher here. Today we're doing a different type of video. I'm going to be reacting to another gig tuber. His name is Dashing Wagon. He made a video about Sin City deliveries. Now, if you have heard about Sin City deliveries, he has a lot of followers. I think it's like 16, 17,000, and he's been around in the game for a long time. I know that there was some controversy back in the past, but unfortunately, I can't actually talk about that controversy. I know it had something to do with skimmers or something to be able to get good orders or whatever that may be. You can do your research on that to figure out what happened. I don't really care about the past, so I'm not going to do any research on that. But this instance is not the past. This is the future and the present. And I watched this video on Dash Wagon. We're going to watch in a second. I'm going to react to it. First of all, I just want to give a shout out to Dashing Wagon. Dash Wagon. Make sure to go and follow him. I'll put his the video in the description below, and I'll also put his so that you can go to his channel and subscribe to him. I think he has like 400 subscribers. Let's get that number up. Thank you so much for the video, and that's your credit for this reaction video. I just wanted to react to it real quick though, because it kind of hits me a little hard, to be honest. As a gig tuber myself, and if you are a gig tuber yourself as well, it's definitely difficult to see anybody lying about the orders that they get. Now, in this scenario, I don't know exactly why Sin City lied about getting certain orders. You're going to see in the video that he took screenshots of Dashwagon's orders and he used it for himself. Now, he didn't even put it in a video, I don't think. He put it in a community tab, and he didn't even crop the photos. So when you usually use a screenshot, usually crop out the little notifications at the top. He didn't do that this time. So not only that, but as you can see in Dashwagon's video, he's going to prove what actually happened. So let's go ahead and watch it, and then I'll give my thoughts as we're going along here.
Of the Dash Wagon, and I also run a DoorDash related Discord server. And I'm making this video on Ron's channel because as of recently, it seems as though Sin City Deliveries has plagiarized my orders, claiming that they're his own in an attempt to saturate my home zone of Green Valley with more dashers, because, you know, he unfortunately still hates all of us. He has a grudge against all of us from the past. He has lied about what went down in the past, but we can get to that at another time.
So real quick, again, I don't know about what happened in the past and with the skimmers or whatever it was, or the lying that happened with other gig tubers. So I'm not going to talk about that. But the fact of what he just said about oversaturating a market simply because you have some kind of grudge or some kind of vendetta against somebody, that is just messed up. Not only is it messed up to be able to do that towards one individual or a couple individuals, but you're also going to be hurting innocent people in response to that. So all the other dashers in that area who may not even watch your YouTube, who might not even have anything related to you in any way, haven't done you wrong, they're going to suffer from this as well because you're going to be oversaturating their market as well. So you can't just think about the other people and be a kind human being and just let something go. It was in the past. If you messed up on something, you got caught with something, admit it, move on. Otherwise, you're going to be living with that burden for the rest of your life. Let's continue.
More specifically, what I want to do in this video is just kind of expose that these orders he's posting from Green Valley are not his. So let's go ahead and start here with this 22 plus half bird chicken and beer. So as you can see, 22 plus, 10.4 miles. And then if you can just, you know, kind of pay attention to the icons at the top, so we know that it's all legit. So there's that. And then if we head over to my Discord server, you will see the half bird chicken right here. And as you can see, the top notifications all the same. It is in fact my order, and you can't, you know, the timestamps don't lie. You can't edit like when I posted this on Discord. It doesn't work that way. You cannot edit the time frame here. You can't make that. You can't change that. So yeah. Anyway, so there's the first one. We go back here and then we'll go to his second photo. And that's going to be the end of the half bird chicken, which is $26.99. We go back into Discord, and then you can see here it is $26.99, of course, because I'm the one who actually did that order, not Sin City. All right, let's go to the next one. So the next one's going to be 1025 plus. Oha Japanese Steakhouse.
Second one.
And then if we go back to my Discord and we scroll a little bit in my LOP section, we will see.
So, real quick. So, not only did he take one screenshot, stole one screenshot from Brandon, but he stole multiple screenshots from Brandon. Going through somebody's Discord and going to the past orders that they had, and then claiming that you had all of those orders in one weekend. Why? So let's just imagine that they're not trying to oversaturate the market. That what would be the other reasons why you would do this? To show your channel how good DoorDash is? Again, that's not helping anybody. By proving or lying about how good an app is so that people will join, and then what? So then they get disappointed when they don't see all of those orders in one weekend. I can't even fathom somebody trying to, unless you're getting paid by DoorDash. If you're getting paid by DoorDash and you're just lying about it so that you can make DoorDash look better. I know there was another, I don't know his name, Billy or something. I know he got paid by DoorDash, and there was a whole thing about him as well, about lying about it. But again, I'm not going to talk about the past, but the fact that you're going to take somebody else's orders and make you, well, you don't make yourself look better, first of all. You make yourself look a lot worse, especially when you get caught. But who cares about if you are making a whole ton of money? In my experience, I really think that people don't actually care about how much money you make. They care about your reaction to getting those orders. So they want to feel good that you're making money. They want to feel good that you're having a good time on the app. It's not about proving how much money you make. It's about showing people your real experience with the app. Let's continue.
Let's see. Yep, there she is. Oha Japanese Steakhouse, 1025 plus, 4.3. And yeah, literally same icons at the top. These are my icons. Oh yeah, and you know what? While we're on the icon part of this, let me go ahead and just prove that real quick. So you can see at the top, you'll see the little lightning bolt. You'll see the little,
caught green-handed, red-handed.
Well, if I scroll down here, you will see that I have the little lightning bolt there, and then you'll see I have the little notification icon right there that says delivered. So, yeah, it's like, I don't even know why he thought he could get away with lying like this. But anyway, let's continue. So we have the 1025
because he doesn't care.
We scroll one more time, and then we have the end result of that, which is 37.77. You can see it was posted at 6:50 p.m. at the top left there. We'll go back over here.
All right, he goes. I'm going to stop it for a second here because he goes and there's several other screenshots that we're taking. He goes and explains in the rest of the movie the video. He actually goes into his earnings and actually proves that those were his orders. So it's not just that he's showing the icons. He goes into his app and proves that those were his orders, and it proves that the dates line up, etc. So that's the whole video. Make sure to go subscribe to him, like the video, watch the whole video if you'd like to. I abbreviated the video here, but the whole point is that we all, this is a community, right? The gig working community is a community that works together, right? And I know from my personal experience, I don't watch other gig tubers to see how much money they're making. In all honesty, the only times I care is if they're making a lot of money, I feel happy for them. You know, I'm like, oh, great, you're making a lot of money. Maybe that can help your family. That can help pay your bills, et cetera, et cetera. I feel good that they're making a decent wage, right? But as far as like boasting about how much money you make, no one cares about how much money you're making in that aspect. No one wants to see you boasting about how much money you're making. What people want to see is you being a real human being. You being someone that actually cares about the community and is being real with people. I used to be a big DoorDash fan. In some of my earlier videos, especially if you've been watching my videos from the beginning or have just been catching up on some of my later videos, I used to only run DoorDash. I was actually a huge advocate for only running DoorDash as a Platinum Dasher. And then I went on vacation and I lost Platinum and started to do multi-apping, starting to use different apps and to figure out what else is out there. Once I realized how bad DoorDash is without Platinum, it absolutely changed the game for me as far as what my opinions of DoorDash were. I think that the only people that can stay platinum are full timers. If you're part timer, the only way that you can keep platinum is if you only use DoorDash. The 100 deliveries is absolutely doable, but you definitely have to work 25 to 30 hours in order to do that. And even then, you're only right there on the benchmark. The part that I don't like is that it is forcing people to take certain orders just to keep your acceptance rating up. So I've moved on to primarily using Uber Eats. That's not the point of this video, though. The point of this video, though, is that, even though I was a big DoorDash advocate, I was never pushing it to the fact that I was trying to prove numbers to make me look better. And in fact, when I saw that the numbers were not good when I lost Platinum, I was very open and honest with people. I told people that, I'm losing interest in DoorDash. I don't think DoorDash is the best app in the world. I think they play a lot of games. And I explained why I moved to Uber Eats and Instacart primarily. People care about your honest opinion. People don't want to see someone fake. And they especially don't want to see somebody being malicious towards somebody else and trying to, as Brandon said, oversaturate a certain market so that they lose and the people around them lose. I think you got to do better. Sin City, I used to watch your videos. I don't watch them anymore. I think that this is going to put the icing on the cake here. Unless you want to explain yourself in some kind of reaction video, I think, taking somebody else's orders, their screenshots, claiming them as your own, it just shows your character. In all honesty, it shows what you're out here for. It's you're not out here for your followers. You're not out here to entertain people in a wholesome manner. You're here to make money and to boast yourself and to get revenue from YouTube. And that's just not, I'm not about that. I'm about gigtubers that are just here for the people, that are here to show their genuine experience, show, the good and the bad. It's not all about the good. Not everyone wants to see the good. When you watch my videos, there's plenty of times that I flip out. Now, I understand Sin City is somebody that is huge on positivity, but you can't promote being a positive person and then stealing somebody else's work, stealing somebody else's stuff. How does one and one go together? I'm a big advocate for being positive, and in my videos, I actually promote that all the time, saying if you're positive, it's going to change your attitude and the people around you. At the same time, Sin City, if you are being dishonest and being malicious towards other people, that also has an effect on people around you. So maybe you should stop being a hypocrite and saying that you need to be a certain thing and it's going to, make your life better and other people's lives better by staying positive and then going ahead and stealing somebody else's stuff. I don't really know what else to say about this. I was just trying to react to it. It definitely kind of struck a nerve for me, to be honest. And so that's why, this video is not really going to have a lot of editing or any editing at all. It's just my raw take on what's happening with this. It's alarming. It's stupid. I think it's stupid, honestly. I think that the fact that you have so many followers is crazy to me. For you to do something like this and not think about the repercussions of the influence you have on other people, especially people that are looking to start up DoorDash, is crazy. I mean, you're trying to inflate numbers on an app where people are going to join and they're not going to see those numbers, and they're either going to be disappointed, waste their time, or anything else like that. It's just I don't see why you would do that. And then he also said in one of the video here, you can watch the video yourself, but Sin City actually saw the response. Somebody accused him of taking the photos, and I think he said something around the "don't talk about my boyfriend" like that. So he actually didn't deny the fact that he took these photos. I mean, do better, Sin City. I'd love to know what you guys think in the comments below. What you think about this, and your thoughts on, if people should be taking other people's photos, screenshots, and claiming them as their own. How you feel about that, especially with somebody with so much presence in the community that a lot of people watch his videos. What kind of impact is that going to have on people? Me personally, I think everyone should just be real, be yourself. One of my favorite ways of thinking in life is that when you look back in life, one of your biggest regrets is going to be you wasted so much time trying to be someone you're not. Just be yourself, and the right people will surround you and come into your life eventually. But just always be yourself. Don't try to be fake. Don't try to be somebody else, and don't be malicious to people. Be kind, be a kind-hearted person, and just show people what's real. Don't be so fake. I know that was kind of a rant I repeated a bunch of times, but again, this is just a raw reaction to this. I hope you guys have a great Monday. I hope you start off your week good. I hope that you don't deal with any kind of malicious actions like this. And I'll catch you in the next video. Let me know what your thoughts are in the below. Have a great week, all right? Mad Dasher out.